everybody, welcome to a brand new video review. It is me, John, aka Nosy, and I'm bringing you today something a little bit different. I don't think in the entirety of the time I've been on YouTube, I don't think I've ever featured a figure from this franchise before, even though it has been a line I've wanted to look into for a long time. I absolutely love the series that this toy line is based on. I'm a big fan of Masters of the Universe Revelations. So today's review is going to be my review on the Masterverse He-Man Revelation, or Masters of the Universe Revelation Man-at-Arms. Let's roll the titles and get on with the review. Usually do this, start off a review with the box, but the box and the artwork is amazing, and it will be a shame and a discredit to the artists and the people behind this packaging design not to, really, but I have to, because I'm a big fan of artwork. I love my art, and Man-at-Arms is my review today. So yes, let's have a look and see at this awesome artwork. Let's look at Man-at-Arms there. Really beautiful. What I like about this is that obviously it's reminiscent of the old artwork on the original toys from the He-Man Masters of the Universe series back in the 80s. You know, they always had really nice artwork and box art back in the 80s for a lot of the toy lines. And so there's the rest of the figures that you can get a part of this line. Obviously you can get He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Teela, Skeletor, Beastman and Speakor. And yeah, so absolutely awesome. So obviously the figure is obviously out of the box, but yeah, Masterverse, it says there. Netflix, yeah, so there we go. So very quickly, before we look at the toy, we do get in the packaging. It does come with additional hands. It comes with one kind of open and slightly articulated hand. He has two slightly articulated hands, or no, all of them are slightly articulated, that are in this box. I think on the figure itself, as it comes standard, let me just check. Yeah, no, they are. They all are. Sorry, that's my blunder there. I apologise. So they are slightly articulated. What I mean by that is, obviously, you know, you can kind of fold them up and down like that, and it's obviously you can twist them a little bit. So, as packaged, these are the hands that he comes with out of the box. So he has like an open palm, or open hand, and one clench hand, obviously, so he can hold his big hammer thing. And then it comes with these additional ones. So it has two where it has the same kind of orange armour on the hands, or you can have the hands without the orange armour protectors. So yeah, so that is that. So it comes with that, it comes with those, and obviously it comes with his big hammer. I don't actually know the actual name of the hammer, but it is a big, massive mallet / hammer thing. That is a really cool thing. So, bring him closer to you. That head sculpt is quite nice. Most of the figures, well, toy line figures, won't really look completely identical to the characters in the show. Now, I think what this is just obviously they're kind of like more, I don't know, I think they're basing it a little bit like a mixture with this line, what I mean by that is where it's kind of like reminiscent of how the original toys would have looked, but then kind of bringing them more, where there's a lot more articulation, and obviously trying to keep with the theme of Revelation, which is a lot more darker and more mature compared to the original show. And yeah, so here he is. He does look absolutely gorgeous. He is a very nice looking figure. Come forward here. Absolutely love all the moulded detail in the arms and his legs and his abdominal area and everything. All this really lovely moulded detail in his outfit and his armour. He is a really, really, really nice figure. Really is nice. Just really beautiful detail. Really is nice. So what's interesting as well is, by the looks of it, you can remove the armour completely. If you notice, I'm not going to do that because knowing my look, I probably won't be able to get it back on again properly. I might lose bits, but you do have, looks like they have the option here. If you look, which again is reminiscent, I think, of the original toys, where I think some of the toys, or most of them, you can actually remove the armour, so you can kind of see what they're like underneath, which is a little bit perverted if you ask me. Anyway, but yeah, so if you notice there is like a connector on both sides, kind of like a little bit like a belt kind of thing, and it kind of goes through there, and it kind of keeps it all together, like two separate pieces, or the way it kind of does it, you know, it just fastens together. And then I think you've got the same situation on the armour as well. So you've got like a press stud kind of thing. If you can just see, maybe, yeah, there. Like a press stud thing, which you could just pop and you can just remove all this armour. As you can see, it is all just freely moving on his arms there. So yeah, and again, on the leg armour as well, you've got the same thing there. So everything is completely removable. So if you wanted to, you know, do a little bit more like a dynamic, kind of like a dynamic photo shoot if you wished, or if you wanted to add your own armour, or if you wanted to take it off and you wanted to kind of add your own detailing to it, kind of like a lot of people out there do a lot of figurine customization. So it gives a little bit of free reign of doing that, so you can maybe add a little bit more detailing to it if you wished, if you're of that, you know, that kind of person, collector, customizer. So I believe that is probably why they've done it, or it's just to keep it relevant, or kind of a little bit of a nod to the original toy line, which is most likely the case. But yeah, I do like it. I like his head, and the helmet is absolutely beautiful. And head sculpt there is really nice. The chest armour, really nice. His belt, everything on the toy or the figure is absolutely great. I really do like him. And it's just yeah, very, very nice indeed. I do like him. So, articulation. He has obviously he has a abdominal, or his torso has the pivot and a slight movement. So yeah. Then mine out the box, I was a little bit concerned I might snap or cause a bit of a problem with this shoulder, or yeah, the shoulder joint, because this is the first time I've managed to get this guy out of the box since I got him. And it's been a bit. So I don't know whether maybe a little bit of cold has got to it or what, but it really was stiff, that joint. So I just want to put a little warning out there to anyone that maybe wants to buy them, that hasn't yet already, that is a fan of the show, of this version of the show Revelation, or is a fan of Masters of the Universe and are considering on buying these, then I would just a little bit of just a little bit of a warning there, because it was in the box that the arm was right up like this, pretty much. Right up like that, because of the way that the box insert was designed. And it was just fixed in that position. I then wanted to try and bring the arm down and it would not move. And it took a little bit of persistence, and it finally allowed me, see what I mean? It kind of locks in position. So just be a little bit careful with that. It is a very stiff joint, but yeah, so if you're careful with it, you should be able to do what I'm doing, where it looks a bit more natural position. So yeah, so articulation, you can bring the arm up on the shoulder as a swivel and elbow movement, as you can see there, and the arms are obviously interchangeable, and they do have a slight movement of the hand there. Head is on a slight ball joint, or is a ball joint, so you can get pretty good pivot of the head and movability. The legs, what I like about the design of this skirt bit here, or whatever you want to call it, this bit here, it is designed, it's like in a nice rubbery kind of material, that all the armour is kind of like a hard combination of hard plastic and rubber, so it's kind of like a more softer kind of material. So yeah, it kind of allows a little bit of free movement when you move the legs a little bit, which is a nice thing. And then obviously you've got like a nice movement of the legs. I don't know if you've got a two-way there. No, I think it's just how it's done. But yeah, you've got a knee movement, obviously, and pivot of the foot and up and down. So yeah, so you can get a nice bit of movability and display factor. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. He is a nice figure, a nice bit of obviously articulation, and it's a very nice detailed figurine or figure, and yeah, nice paint application. Very, very nice indeed. He is very, very cool indeed. So yeah, it doesn't have any gimmicks or anything like that, which I'm not too bothered about, even though I assume earlier toys would have had slight gimmicks. But I'm not too bothered about that. You know, I don't mind the odd gimmick here if it kind of adds a good bit of, adds more to the figure in a certain way, kind of like a clever way or clever gimmick. But I kind of like my nice dynamic looking figures, updated with articulation. I do like them indeed. I just like standard figures like this that you can pose and you can just display in nice displays, or you can do dioramas, things of that nature. Yeah, you can, you know, I do like that. Very nice indeed. So that's my review on Masters of the Universe Revelation Man-at-Arms, part of the Masterverse toy line. Thank you for watching. So thank you. Hope you enjoyed this different review than normal. Like I said, I've got two other figures from this line, or from the Revelation line. I've got He-Man and Skeletor, the normal version of Skeletor. Why I say that, obviously there's Skelly God as well, I believe, which is the He-Man powered up version. I haven't got him yet, which I will do eventually. I want to get a good few of these figures because I do like the look of them, and it's another line I've always wanted to look into. I've always wanted to look into He-Man line anyway, or whatever. So yeah, thank you. Hope you have a great weekend, everybody. Stay awesome, stay safe. So yeah.